franchise.
The thicker the pie, thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Beat him a bite, now leasing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just eating cause they in the way, and the way been made it. The mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one in the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow joke, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, feels like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
We go. You see it? You see it? Gotta go. Move.
Now Trubisky on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Red, up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go. We're on the ball. Hey, 18. Come on. 180. 18. Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Move.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Red, up. We go. You see it?
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
18. Gotta go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win. So
if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Caught right side. Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stay 50, stay 50. Back 55.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They run. Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tease Tabor. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Stafford now on second down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Gotta go, gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
21.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
A second down run for Abdullah. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. first down at Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go now, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go, let's go.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. throw it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. The Bears on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford gives to Abdullah, and he stopped immediately there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Riddick. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jonathan Bullard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Red, up. Hey, gotta go. Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Now he's flushed out left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Perry able to get him for a loss of about 3. The Bears on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You see it? You see it? Move, move, move. Move, move, move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Lock in, lock in.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ran, up. Set up.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. From the end zone, Stafford over the middle, complete to Tate. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tag 50 left. Zebra.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for a Lions first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Riddick with a carry. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He's going to fire one deep open, and that's caught inside the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bears on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
18.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Flush to his right. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets beat.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Abdullah on the counter. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Detroit, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up who I was down with. You change your